So this is my build for the sitcom tower. This is a practical set. It's not from Lego though. It incorporates sets from Lego. Lego did these sets of sitcom TV shows, Friends, Seinfeld, stuff like that. And a builder took these and created a mock of like a big building, multiple levels, and it's a modular, so you can interchange the levels however you see fit. And it's for a practical build, like I said. I bought the directions. Oh, that's the other thing. You'd have to buy the directions independently. These are not something you can find for free online. I'll put the link in the comments. It's something you can get and use, and you'd have to buy all of the pieces individually plus the sets that it uses. Not going to be cheap. Those sets were sold out pretty quick by Lego, and now the only way you can get them is used. This, however, is me. I'm working on the Seinfeld apartment right now. I already did Central Perk Place, and you can see it off to the right. And I did my own mods, like you can see Mario's face on the TV. Obviously, in a practical build, there wouldn't be like a real TV, so I used the glowing bricks and tried to create something in there in the little pool room that they have. This took me, I want to say 40 something hours altogether, because I would have to get the directions, and then I'd have to modify the layout to fit, because they have some angular stuff that you can't do in Lego Worlds. So I had to retool the floor template to be without the angled stuff. And then for each set, I had to kind of reconfigure to that floor layout. And it's actually caused a problem with the very top floor for Monica's apartment. Now that I'm basically done, but I'm looking at probably having to redo some of the levels. I don't know how I'm gonna do it at this point, but the Monica apartment ended up being really confusing with Lego Worlds, because there was just so much in there that you can't do in the game. So I'm gonna have to kind of really rethink that once. That way it doesn't look so janky, because otherwise everything kind of flows up until you get to the very top floor. There's some stuff in there that I'm not super thrilled about, but I do like the overall exterior base plate and all this other stuff with the set. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably use this as a template for an apartment shell, and actually build like an empty apartment, and then I can go up as many levels as I want. But I do like the sitcom aspect of it, because it's for an actual set. The backside of the physical build is basically all glass, so you can look inside, except on the Big Bang set, which I changed so you can look inside it. But I don't know, so much furniture in the way. But the sets that I end up using here were Central Perk Place for the base layer, Seinfeld's apartment, Big Bang Theory, The New Girl, Joey's apartment, Monica's apartment. I think that's right. So, that said, I'll just kind of walk around some of these and stop talking, basically. I'm going to jump back in here. As you can see behind me, the side walls, they don't match up. They don't look great. The front walls don't necessarily match up either, but the back sides, so these are not meant to be shown to people. It's for you to be able to look inside and see the minifigs of in real life Legos. So when you're building in Lego Worlds, you can see that as you go up levels, they don't always match. And this is the thing I was talking about. I would probably, if I use this template, take probably Seinfeld's floor, modify it just a little bit with tweaks from some of the other builds, and then create like a basic floor layout for the apartments, and then just use that. So that way I have a building that matches all the way up however many levels I end up making it. This being the sitcom tower, I'm following the directions as close as I can. As you can see, we're in Joey and Chandler's apartment. I couldn't put a canoe in. There's a lot of stuff missing. Had to get creative with a bunch of it, but yeah, so can't do much about that because of the limitations of Lego Worlds, but I think if I go forward and build another one of these, I'm going to modify it just a little bit to be completely the same all the way up. So that way it looks a little sharper when you're walking around in Lego Worlds. That said, like I said earlier, I still like the fact that this is from sitcoms, and it's a very close approximation to the stuff that you would see in these TV shows, which is really fun. So I think on the back end of this, where the wall is terrible, I might put like a parking garage, so that way you can still look into the apartment from the parking garage, but if you're walking around just on the level, it won't look as bad. Don't know how to build a parking garage, I'll have to figure that out, but I think in doing that, at least on the long side, on the back end, it'll make it look a little bit better. On the side of the building, I'll probably just build something else. I was thinking about taking that pizzeria from the Peter Parker's apartment with the pizzeria at the bottom and actually making it lengthwise match the sitcom tower here, so that way I can press it up against next to that building and then hide some of the more crappy design elements on the outside. The person who designed this, Lego Artesian, fucking great, right? I'm not knocking what he did there. Oh, this is me. I started working on a subway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna build like Ninja Turtles underground hideout in down there somewhere too. So long term. Anyway, yeah. So that said, I'm looking at trying to cover up those bad portions of the design element, and then probably fix Monica's floor.